Good morning, students. Today we are entering into other step of movements or reform activities that took place in India. India is a country having variety cultures, variety languages, variety religions and variety caste. So in that variety we try to bring the unity among the people. So when we try for the unity, naturally all the people should be taken into consideration. And we find fault with one of the main problem in Indian society is the caste system. The lower caste members are not treated equally with others. Even they were not permitted to enter into temple. Last year we have studied that. So temple entry, praying to God. We believe that God is present everywhere. But a direct presence of God is felt in temple, churches or mosques or synagogues or gurudwaras. So people is a place where people come together. And we feel that God will be present in that area. God is present everywhere. That's still a feeling of the people that God is present in some particular way. And there are systematic or organized prayers will be conducted in such kind of places. The lower caste people were not permitted to enter in the temple, even if they believe in Hinduism. So naturally, those people who were considered to be lower caste wanted to enter into the temples. So the movement to enter into the temple are important for the development of India. Last year also we have studied. The same thing will continue. See, we see that one of the important Ambedkar, who is considered as architect of Indian Constitution, the chairman of the drafting committee of Indian Constitution, Mr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was from a lower caste. The caste in the Mahar, they call it Mahar caste. So they were not permitted to enter into temples. See the situation. So he organizes his members to attend the temple programs. So naturally the upper class members were not happy with it. There is a friction. Why these people are coming? Who are they? We are only having the right to go to temples. We are the persons who dominated temples. So like that friction started. So Ambedkar was forced to sit on the ground outside the classroom. Yesterday I think I have explained to you. Now I am taking class, the student will be outside, listening outside. He is not permitted to sit along with others in the classroom because he is lower caste. If he is brought inside by the teacher by force, other students will get out of the classroom. And the teacher also will be dismissed from the service if the teacher does like that. That was a social situation at that time. Upper caste was having dominance in everything. So the lower caste come together and they ask for equal rights. And let them not even permit to use the tap where water is coming. The water tap, you just keep your bottle or water where it is. If you go there, you are not permitted because you are a low caste. You cannot collect the water from it. You cannot collect the water from a well, public well. It was only meant for the upper caste. Lower caste has to go far and far places and fetch the water. That kind of social situations. They were not equally treated. So he went for higher studies in USA He was good in academics. He was good in study. After studying, he was lucky to get a chance to go to foreign country. He went to USA, where equal rights were guaranteed, given, but not voting rights. Only equal rights were given to all members. The black, must understand, last time we have studied, there also blacks were not treated equally. But he went there, he studied there, and he came back to India. He did not live there. He wanted to come back, and he came back, and he wanted to help the members of his group. At least that was his aim, to make them equal or stand on their own legs and fight back injustice. So he fought for equal rights after 1919. Equal rights. So he fought for it. So this is Ambedkar Temple and Proclamation, or their movements are there. In 1927, Brahmin priests were very angry. What did happen? These Mahar caste people took the water from the temple well. Then they told, it is only our right. Only the upper caste had the right to take the water from the well. Why did the lower caste do so much of frictions and problems? It has become dirty, untouchable. It has become, they are untouchable people. Untouchable people cannot touch the water. Like that, so much of problems in the society. So Ambedkar and team is doing it. They did not mind whatever the feelings of upper class, because that feeling has no base, no reason, no justification. It's against human justice. The Temple and the Proclamation. In Kerala, the king has declared every individual can enter into the temples. So, official declaration by the king. Kerala area, most of the areas of Kerala was ruled by a king named, a Travancore kings were ruled. So, the Travancore king has declared entry in permission to all the people. The Central Proclamation was issued by Maharaja Chitra Tirunal Balaramarma. Chitra Tirunal Balaramarma has issued the proclamation that all the people are permitted to enter into the temples. In 1936 it was abolished ban on so-called low caste people or avarnas from entering Hindu temples in the princely state of Travancore. So it was in 1936 temple and proclamation. All people. It is in first it was declared in Vaikam temple. Vaikam is in Kottayam district. So there, 4 years ago, the temple there was a building was collapsed because of the heavy rain. But old temple still remains there. But when the temple and the proclamation was done, one road was still left for the upper. Only there, those road was meant only for upper class people, not for others. All other 3 roads could be utilized by others. So that was the situation. Now you know temples, anybody can go inside. Hey, I also go to temples. No problem. So that time this kind of restrictions. So that is a temple. Religious places, everybody should have the entry. They should pray. They should enter with their respect and devotion to God. Nobody should enter into a religious place to create a trouble there too. They must enter with the devotion and with an intention to pray. So that is the main thing we must consider about any holy places. So non-Brahmin movements were there. Mainly we see here one of the E.V. Ramaswamy. It is from Tamil Nadu. You know, recently also there was a question yesterday about Hindi language. DMK MP Kanimuri was questioned why she does not know Hindi. Hindi is a national language, we should accept it. But every state has got their local language. And we love our mother tongue. Everybody. So we are happy to hear anything in our mother tongue which we have learned. Hindi is a national language, it's spoken most part of India, but it doesn't mean that everybody should learn. It's not possible also. Should not force upon the language. Then there is a friction. Persuade, people are ready to accept. Not forcing them. Don't ridicule. Then all the North Indian people should learn all other languages of India. The Hindi people should learn all other languages of India. That's not. So we should make the South Indians accept that Hindi is also a language and it is good for the national unity. All the people try to learn Hindi. That is acceptable. That we should make them, not by force, not by ridiculing, not making fun of the people. That makes the people angry. Those people who are in the stores may turn against that situation. It is not good for the national unity. So the indigenous people are Dravidians. That is the argument of E. Ramaswamy. So they served these Brahmins. Brahmins are successors of Aryans who were invaders. According to the historical studies, the Aryans have come from Caspian Sea. They were shepherds. Along with their cows and buffaloes, they moved this side. Came to this area, Indians area, and settled down in it. Because rivers are there, plenty of grass was there. So they settled down in that area. That is what is told. So, the Ramaswamy and team told they are invaders. These invaders have brought the idea of Brahmins, of Brahminical religion, or Brahmin ideas. So, Ramaswamy and team is known as E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar. Told this should not happen. The Brahmins should not be dominating. They should not control the lower caste. He became a member of a Congress because Congress party at that time they had told it's a revolutionary organization. It is not considering any caste system and all those things. He supported it in the beginning, but he had an experience once in a meeting place. They placed the seats according to the caste, not intermixed. That irritated him. After he left Congress, he wanted equal rights for everybody. That's all, nothing else. All are human beings. All should be treated equally. That's really what he was demanding. He was a member of a Congress, but left it because seats of meetings were arranged as per the caste. Because party meetings will take place. National movement time it was. So, in that meetings, according to the caste, seat was placed according to the caste. So that was not accepted to Ramaswamy. He left to Congress. He told it is not a revolutionary or a progressive organization which he expected. Because he wanted everybody should have equal rights. He criticized the scriptures, the courts of Manu. Manu's Smriti or courts of Manu. In that it is written that about the ladies, everybody. Caste system also separated, mentioned there. The ladies is mentioned that lady when she is born, she is under the control of the father when she is a child. When she is grown up, she is under the control of the husband. At the old age, she is under the control of the son. So those things are mentioned in a Manu Smriti or a courts of Manu, rule book of Hinduism history. In that it is mentioned. So he was angry with that. Then Bhagavad Gita, all in Ramayana, in all these places he says equality is not mentioned. Equality is not mentioned. So he was not ready to accept those rules. Last year we had seen the Ramayana spoke about. The person who has to give his thumb because of he was not belong to the upper caste. Dronacharya as a teacher. Eklavya, that we are saying. So those stories are there. See, there is no equality. All are not treated equally. So those things are not accepted, and many other stories are. So those things were not accepted by E.V. Ramaswamy. This text shows the domination of the Brahmanas over lower caste and even women. That's what he said. He formed a self-respected movement. Because of these movements, what happened? There were some upper caste people who understood that there are some mistakes. All human beings are equal, and we must treat everybody equally. There are people who came out from that caste system, from upper society, and tried to bring up the lower caste. There are some people. Still, there are some. It is natural. We cannot blame anybody for that. It is natural. It is for human beings, it is very difficult to accept the change. So, slowly accept. So, Orthodox Hindus were not ready to accept. They hold caste. There were people who formed organizations who fought against removing the caste system. There are people. Naturally, we cannot blame them because they are to accept a change. It will take time. Anybody, even we, you, me, anybody. So there are people who are not ready to accept. So they formed organizations. Orthodox Brahman organized the Brahman Sabha. Brahman Sabha is this. Brahman Sabha was organized. As per the Brahman Sabha, it was they wanted to continue the caste system. So it is one of the great problem of Indian society. We know this problem is not still uprooted from our villages. Still it is there in some places of India. We have education, progress is taking place and trying to get it out. We are in the progressive period. So we cannot suddenly just to open the eyes when we want to change. It is not possible. It will take a little time. Changes are there. Progress is going. Okay, thank you very much.